Hey my friends, we are going to do a circle time today, so we're going to get started with our calendar. Okay, we're counting to here today. Ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good job. All right, do you guys remember how we write the number 14? Yep, it's a 1 and a 4. That's 14. But before we check to see if it's right, we have to figure out what pattern comes next, what part comes next. Okay, so remember we have umbrella, umbrella, rain, cloud. Ready? Umbrella, umbrella, rain, cloud. Umbrella, umbrella, rain, cloud. Umbrella, umbrella, rain, cloud. Umbrella, umbrella. Good job. We have 2 umbrellas in a row. So it should be a 14, a 1 and a 4 with a red umbrella. Were we right? Yep, we were right. Good job. Okay, now say the date with me. Ready? Today is Tuesday, April 14th. Awesome. Okay, and let's go ahead and do our names today. So today, when you guys see your name, I'm not going to show it to you. I'm going to make up a silly word that rhymes with your name, and you guys have to guess whose name I'm saying. Okay, are you ready? Let me mix these up. All right, whose name rhymes with chili? Chili, Lily. Good. Whose name rhymes with blowy? Blowy, Chloe. Whose name rhymes with Lyot? Lyot, Wyatt. Whose name rhymes with Tiker? Tiker, Riker. Whose name rhymes with Walexis? Walexis, Alexis. Whose name rhymes with bandolin? Bandolin, Andolin. Good. All right, whose name rhymes with Cohen? Cohen, Rowan. Whose name rhymes with Wyoming? Wyoming, Naomi. Whose name rhymes with Gin? Gin, Finn. Whose name rhymes with Tylee? Tylee, Kylie. Whose name rhymes with Warora? Warora, Aurora. All right, whose name rhymes with Taxton? Taxton, Paxton. Whose name rhymes with Basher? Basher, Asher. Good. Whose name rhymes with Barker? Barker, Parker. All right, last one. Whose name rhymes with book? Book, Rook. Good job. Okay, so do you guys see any letters that are stuck to the wall behind me? I see 6 of them. What letter is that? Do you guys know? That might be a tricky letter. It's at the end of the alphabet. But this is the letter W. Can you guys say W? Yeah, and the sound that this letter makes is W, W, W. Can you guys make that sound? W, W, W. Good, yeah. So that's the letter that I want you guys to work on this week at home. You can find things that begin with that sound, W, W, or practice making that sound. And you guys can practice writing it or painting it. It's super easy. It's down, up, down, up. Really easy peasy to do this letter. And guess what? Just like our letter last week, the letter Z, capital W and lowercase w are the same. Lowercase w is just smaller. So when you learn how to write one, you know both of them. Down, up, down, up. Super easy peasy. Okay, take a look at this poster that I have of the letter W. What is this? What is this whole poster on? What is this fruit? Yeah, it's a watermelon. And watermelon, look, starts with W. Watermelon. So capital, lowercase. So everything on here starts with a W. What is this? It's a web. Yeah, starts with a W. What is this thing? Wagon. And what about this little guy? What is he? He's a worm. Okay, and last one, what is that? That's a well. Yeah, a water well. Cool. Okay, so the book that we're going to read today is The Hungry Thing. We read this a while back, but it's kind of a tricky book because this guy just liked to eat things that rhyme with the food he wants. Do you guys remember that? We're going to practice feeding him again with the townspeople, okay? So, The Hungry Thing by Jan Slepian and Anne Slider. Okay, so here's our first page. And it says, one morning, the hungry thing came to town. He sat on his tail, pointed to a sign around his neck that said, "Feed me," and the townspeople gathered around to see the hungry thing. So there's his sign that says, "Feed me." "Well, what would you like to eat?" asked the townspeople. "Schmancakes," answered the hungry thing. "Schmancakes?" cried the townspeople. "What are those? How do you eat them? What could they be?" "Why, dear me," said a wise man, "schmancakes, that's plain, are a small kind of chicken that falls with the rain." "Of course," said the cook, "schmancakes, I've read, are better to eat when you stand on your head." "What? I think," said a little boy, "you're all very silly. Schmancakes sounds like fancakes, sounds like pancakes to me." And he was right. The townspeople brought him some pancakes and he ate them all up. Then he pointed to his sign again that said, "Feed me." "What would you like to eat?" asked the townspeople. "Tickles," said the hungry thing. "Tickles?" cried the townspeople. "How do you eat them? What could they be?" So we know that he likes to eat things that rhyme with the food he wants. For example, schmancakes, pancakes, that rhymed. Okay, so whatever he wants to eat rhymes with tickles. Think about that. So the wise man said, "Tickles, you know, are curly-tailed hot dogs that grow in a row." "Of course," said the cook. "Tickles are yummy, and you giggle and laugh when they sit in your tummy." "No," said the little boy. "I think it's all very clear. Tickles sounds like sickles, sounds like pickles to me." And they gave him some pickles, and he ate them all up. So tickles, pickles, good. "He's underfed. Have some bread," said a lady in red. "It seems to me he'd like some tea," said a fellow up in a tree. "What about a bit of rice? That might be nice," said a baby sucking on ice. The hungry thing just shook his head, and pointed to his sign that said, "Feed me." Well, he didn't want bread. Why do you think he didn't want bread? Because it didn't rhyme with anything. She should have said the rhyming word, and he didn't want tea. He didn't want rice. So the townspeople asked him, "What would you like to eat?" And he said, "Feet loaf." "Feet loaf? Why, dear me," said the wise man, "feet loaf, let's see. It's a kind of shoe pudding that grows in a tree." "Of course," said the cook, "feet loaf tastes sweet. It's eaten by kings when they dine in bare feet. So they think it's pudding. Does pudding rhyme with feet loaf? Feet loaf, pudding." "No way, those words don't rhyme." "No," said a little boy, "I think you all ought to know. Feet loaf sounds like beet loaf, sounds like meatloaf to me." So the townspeople gave him some meatloaf, and he ate it all up. But he sat down again and pointed to his sign that said, "Feed me." "What would you like to eat this time?" said the townspeople. "Hookies," answered the hungry thing. "Hookies?" cried the townspeople. "How do you eat them? What can they be?" "Hookies," said the wise man, "are grown in far lands as a special spaghetti to eat holding hands." "Hookies," said the cook, "are a party dish to serve to a guest if he isn't a fish." That's so weird. Do you think hookies rhymes with spaghetti? Hookies, spaghetti. Nope. "No," said the little boy, "I think that's all very simple. Hookies sounds like lookies, sounds like cookies to me." So they brought him some cookies and he ate them all up. Then he got to his feet, he smiled, he patted his mouth, he wiped it clean, and he turned around 3 times. So they thought he was leaving. They were so happy they cheered. Look at them. So they're saying goodbye, but the hungry thing just sat back down again, and he pointed to a sign that said, "Feed me." "What do you want to eat?" asked the townspeople. "Gollipops." "Gollipops? How do you eat them? What can they be?" "Oh, dear me," said the wise man. "Gollipops are new. They are cereal shaped like toys, and they are sugar-coated too." So this is the weird cereal they think it is, but does cereal rhyme with gollipops? Cereal gollipops. Nope. "I think," said the boy, "you all ought to hear gollipops. Sounds like dolly pops. Sounds like lollipops. You're right." So they gave him some lollipops and he ate them all up. "Oh, please," said the people, "we've been here all day. Isn't there a quicker way?" "I think," said the boy, "there is." So he brought out some noodles and he said, "Here, have some noodles." But he shook his head. The hungry thing shook his head. "Oh, excuse me," said the boy. "I meant to say foodles." The hungry thing smiled and ate them all up. All you have to do is rhyme the food. So let's see if they got a hang of it. "Just look," said the cook. "Let's all try," was the cry. So they all got busy. "Have some smello," and they gave him Jello. "Have some thread," but they gave him bread. "Have a fanana," they gave him a banana. The hungry thing ate and ate. He looked very full. "Is there anything more we can give you?" And he did want one more thing. This one is tricky. So he says, "I want boop with a smacker." "What? Boop with a smacker? What is that?" So they're whispering to each other, trying to rhyme different words and figure out what he wants. And they figure out it's soup with a cracker. So they gave him some soup with a cracker. He wiped his mouth after he ate it all up. And he was done. He turned his sign around that said, "Thank you." The end. All right, we're going to practice rhyming the rest of the week. So next time we'll read the Rhyming Dust Bunnies together. All right, thanks you guys. I'll see you later.